Have you ever used one of these for hours and hours and hours, and then afterwards you just feel really sore and tense in the neck and shoulders? Then you might be suffering from something called tech neck. In today's video, we're going to talk about it. What exactly is it? What causes it? And ways to prevent it. If you're watching for the first time, my name's Dr. Sandy. I've been practicing chiropractic now for over 25 years. Me and my team have been very blessed. We've won multiple awards. Let's just get into it. So what is tech neck? Tech neck is basically using technology when there's excessive prolonged stress on the neck. So this could be anything from using your cell phone. This could be using your laptop, your computer at work, your desktop, any type of technology, screen device. This could even be gaming. And we're just in this position, which is not natural, where for a long time we may have our head going forward, or we may even worse have the head actually going down. And I got to tell you, as a chiropractor, I look at people's posture, and more than ever, I see people looking in their phone and they're looking down. In fact, they're even doing that when they're walking. So why is this a bad thing? So the human body, as you can imagine, if we are truly to be healthy on many levels, but especially neurologically, we're supposed to be standing up straight. But as we go forward in these different positions for prolonged periods of time, as the head goes forward, we'll see a couple of things happen. Yes, you can have the stiffness, not only in the neck, but going into the shoulders, arms, and hands, and just a sense of unease, discomfort. And then obviously over time, this starts to affect muscle groups. So muscle groups, obviously in the neck, the shoulders, certain groups are getting overused and there's this imbalance. So again, the neck, the shoulders, even the chest is not functioning and moving the way it should be. And then over time, if this keeps happening beyond the muscle groups, what starts happening is internally, we get into something called degeneration or arthritis. Why is this happening? Well, we look at the skull and the brain, obviously there's weight there. And if that weight is not in a neutral position, but gone forward, or worse, even tipping forward, we know over time, this will accelerate the breakdown process. And not just muscle groups again, but literally degeneration. It's going to accelerate arthritis in the spine, and literally you're aging your body faster than you should be. Now, I made this video for everyone, but especially if you're a parent and you have kids, and let's be honest, kids are using technology probably more than ever, and some of it is just homework based. We're not getting away from technology. I love technology. I think it's great. I think we just have to learn how to use it, and we never want technology getting to the point that it's affecting our health. So what are things we can start to do to prevent this from happening? Because I talked about the muscles and degeneration. The biggest thing that starts happening is it affects function. So prolonged being in this position for a long time can lead to things over time like headache issues. Your eyes might feel, irritated, fatigued. Your energy obviously can get dropped. Brain fog, dizziness. You may get numbness in the arms. It's a very powerful part of the body. So what can we do? So number one, and we've heard this before, and I'm going to say it again and again and again because I care about you, you got to take breaks. So if you have a job where you use a computer, which is probably most of the population, if you're studying a lot, or if you just use your phone a lot, you definitely need to take breaks. So I would say that if you can take a break, I would say about every hour. Now, I've read some research and some people have the opinion every 20 to 30 minutes. I mean, that's even better, but you want to take a break about every hour as a bare minimum. If you can do more, even great. And that break, get a glass of water. I'm going to show you some stretches you can do as well, but you want to keep the body moving. Always remember that the body's designed for motion. We live in a time where, we're not moving enough, and now that's causing health issues, and we have to avoid it. So we're going to take regular breaks. Also, if you work somewhere, obviously, whether you work at home or you're on site with work, look at your workstation. You might be doing something very simple where you're looking like this. This is the way we were designed, but your screen is off to the side. It's too high. It's too low. Whatever you can do to adjust it. So look at your workstation, be mindful of that. And then you don't have to get upset with anyone, but with a family member, and they can hold you accountable. Just tell each other hey, make sure you take a break. You've been on the screen for a while, things like that as well. And then let's get into the stretches. So I've really, researched this, and what I'm seeing is there's some traditional stretches always coming up. Of course, they're all good. I think one thing that's getting missed in this equation, though, is the chest area. So let's just talk about this. So what I want to see is that if you truly want to have that good posture and counteract all that computer work you may have been doing, And if you've been going forward like this, I would say one of the main ones is basically getting your hands. So I'm getting my hands over here, I'm putting them in the back, and I want to go all the way back. And in fact, even better is getting your hands. And obviously, as you do these stretches, do what's comfortable, scale appropriately. What do I mean by that? If you can even do, 10, 20% of what I'm doing, great. If you're doing a stretch properly, you should feel good, satisfied. It should be soothing, in fact. If you're doing a stretch and it bothers you or you're in pain, stop immediately. If you get headaches, dizziness, obviously don't continue. So as I said, we're going to get our hands. So level 1, honestly, would just be going back, but I want to obviously do as much as I can with the body and really get the chest involved. So I'm going to get my hands, put them in the back, and I'm going to look all the way up. Okay. And one thing I want to teach you as well, there's different schools of thought on this. My thinking would be if all day you've been going forward and looking like this stationary, we always want to do the opposite. So not only structurally do we want to go back, we actually want to do reps. We want to introduce motion into the body. If you've been holding like this, yes, there's a benefit to hold back for sure, but wouldn't it be better to kind of pump the system, pump the spine? So hands back, and you may want to do 3 reps, 4 reps, maybe up to 10 reps. And I'm literally pumping, I'm having my neck go back, I'm having my shoulders go back, and I'm really pushing out my chest to make that change from what work I may have been potentially doing on a computer. So that's number 1. Number 2, going to the side. This is one of my favorites. Now, level 1 might be just going like this. And if you're like, well, I think I can handle something a little more intense, Dr. Sandy, getting this hand, my other hand is going in the back, and I'm just going right here, and I'm just gently just pulling. And I really love this stretch. I like to show this to patients at work. And yes, it just really opens up that area. Of course, when we think of the major motions of the neck, the other one would be rotation. So level 1 would be like this. I'm just rotating. What I try to encourage my patients to do is turn, and then turn to a point that your head is turning all the way, but I'm actually getting my waist involved. So I'm having it turn, and I want my whole system as far as I can, the neck, the shoulders, the waist, everything turning. So I can really almost like feel it throughout my spine. So those would be some major stretches. And then again for the chest area. So getting through a doorway, putting your hands to the side and just pushing through. Really think about the chest. I don't think that's talked enough about in posture information. So what you want to do is have the chest expand. If obviously, again, you've been on your computer using your phone and you're going forward like this, we want to do the opposite. And we want to do reps. We want to do motion, not just holding. So the door stretch, you may want to do 1 at a time. You may want to do 2 at a time. Another one I love as well is just getting the hands and then just doing a full rotation with the body as well. That's amazing. So doing these kind of stretches, taking breaks, looking at your workstation. I think the biggest thing when it comes to posture correction is just having that awareness. We don't realize we can go 2-3 hours, or someone we care about can go 2-3 hours on their phone or computer. Just having that awareness, take breaks, and not just take a break and just get a glass of water, which is good. Actually use these breaks to stretch. And literally, they don't have to take half an hour. They can just take a few minutes. They can take a few seconds, but do something opposite of what you've been doing. If you've been this way, we want to do the opposite. Let's do reps. If you're feeling a lot of stiffness, something that you can do that's really soothing is just get a warm towel, especially obviously if you're at home, and just do that and just have that awareness. This is called spinal hygiene, spinal awareness. Implement it, be a leader in your family, look at your kids, even maybe your colleagues at work, remind them, hey, take a break, get out there. And also when it comes to posture correction, we're looking at the neck, we're looking at the chest, look at those shoulders. Those shoulders should be going back so you feel confident, and again, opening up the whole system. So implement these things. I really hope this video is helping you. If it did, please like, share, subscribe if you want natural information about how you can live your best life possible. My name's Dr. Sandy, and if you have any questions and you're just wondering about your health, the spine, we're here for you. We're available at 905-896-3393. I have a website, gopowerflow.com. And if you're ready for the next step, one thing we offer, I'm so proud of this, we offer a free spinal checkup where we do a full assessment. We look at your history. I physically check the spine. We have a special software that does an analysis. And with those data points, we can see what's going on, what can we improve. Because I really believe in what I love about chiropractic, it's about maximizing your performance, making you the best version of you, whatever age you are. And it doesn't mean like you're going to the gym 7 days a week, and maybe some people are who are listening to this, but wherever you're at, it's about making you the best version. And maybe that means you're not winning any medals, but you get to run with your kids. You get to enjoy time with your family. You go on vacation. Just like little things like you can clean the house and, pick up the garbage. Just little basic things like that. Those are wins. So we're here for you. We want you to have the best life possible. Again, my name's Dr. Sandy. My phone number is 905-896-3393. I'd love to see if we can help you. As always, stay strong, make time for your health, and God bless you.